Da, 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 da. Nobody's watching. Good evening, Andre. How are you, sir? We have 16 innocent souls with a 17th on the way tonight for our finale in F2 as Mr. Rob Knable is out on the track as Ricardo Shivrin won the title last week against Maritab Ali. These two drivers who said they were too slow for F1. They were too slow for all the crack in the middle, whatever it was. So yeah, they comfortably finished 1 and 2 in the championship. There was arguments from certain drivers such as Mr. Sam Kent, who's out on track in the tractor. That is the Williams. Lost sunlight here. And the other one was that fellow who broke his wrist due to David Ann, Mr. Yeast. He was still in the pits, chilling at the moment. We're going to order sushi tonight, boys. I've decided that. I can't be arsed cooking. It's too much effort. Life is too much effort at the moment. And Regan Ligan. Oh, nice, Sam's. Just drift around Jinsao, or whatever this corner's called. As Rob Knable does go fastest. Sam, what was that? Was that necessary to almost kill Carl? Anyway, into turn 1, into the NS, as Mr. Kent will go, and he's already set his time of a 109.2. So, Bastian Vries, I beg your pardon, set a 108.2. That was his time. A 108.2. I expect that to be beaten here by any of the handful of drivers, such as Andrei Feschenko, Yeast, Ricardo, Maritab. You pick your pick. Oh! Sam has had enough of that there. And speaking of Maritab, he's out in his very, very LGBTQ friendly V-Carb. He's out on the track as there is a McLaren of... Is it? Who is that? Dowd Steck passing him by. As Bashi wants an invite. Bashi, do I even have you added? What's your name? Bashi G. I don't have this Bashi G. How do I add a friend? I don't think I can add a friend. And just for confirmation of the final standings, João Santos will win by 11 points? That's not correct, is it? No, that's not correct. Yeah, that's not correct. Right, so nobody beating. Well, never mind. As Ricardo Chilvern, Mr. I'm too slow for F1 into the 108.4s. Good for you, sir. In that beautiful Red Bull livery. It must be said. As Mr. Yeast is out. Bashi wants sex. Sec. Better order the food around lap 5, I'd say. That should be enough time. Who's deleting my messages? Camel, okay. Bashi, run max. Hold on. Has Vegan McKinnon, who apparently actually, sorry guys, I'm not talking a lot. Yeah, I'll talk in a minute. Vegan McKinnon actually is very quick in the F2 cars. So F2 starting this Sunday. We're gonna get 20 cars on the grid, not 22, but that'll be okay. 22 cars will be on the grid next season in the RO, as Bashi is gonna join this lobby. Oh my days! What the hell is this? Chronicle Blitz? What kind of sadak name is that? Chronicle Blitz. Oh my days. There is no Chronicle Blitz. I don't have a Chronicle Blitz. Oh, this is unlucky, Mr. Chronicle Blitz. You're not on my list. Nah, mate. I don't see it. My list is broken in this game. It just doesn't show anybody up ever. I just did have him as a friend on PS. As Vegan McKinnon goes even fastest now with a 108.3. Bashi on the track. This is an interesting one. As Ricardo now goes even fastest with a 108.150. Sorry guys, I'm a bit distracted here. I'm trying to order me food and like, you know, just kind of... Yeah. What is Bashi going to do? Where is Bashi? I don't see him. What's after? 4.5 minutes of quality. What you doing? Where you at? Or you got plans? Don't say that. Anyway. Anyway. As Bashi has chosen the Haas. Watch Bashi stick it on pole here with 2.5 minutes to go. Okay, so I'm going to start talking now. I've had enough. This YouTube premium business is very annoying. Does anybody else get this? Yes, Andre, you got P2. Congratulations, real quick. This Zucho in P3 in the Ferrari. Wow, imagine if he gets Ferrari, the cross-tier constructors, if he does well here. So this YouTube premium business is very annoying. Where, good evening, Luis. Where it keeps asking you to reactivate it, but if you press yes, it automatically signs you up for like a month, which is like £20 a month or something stupid. It's ridiculous. Anyway, as we see Bashi in his first ever lap of this game mowing the grass. Lovely, lovely job there. Oh, you can see he's hammering the full traction control as well. What is this, man? You are dead. This is some dead driving, man. The great Brendan Gashi, Mr. Bashi. Albania's very own F1 driver. As Zuchol has had enough, he's into the pits. Can't even put a lap together. Come on, you bumbleclot pussyo. Use that battery. Anyway, up to hill to turn 1. Passing the start-finish line, 1 minute left to quality. This will be his only attempt. Into turn 1, winches the Senna S, misses the curb, which can unsettle the car into turn 2 now. And up to Curva del Sol and the Curva de Invalidation. Into turn 4 now, Decidio del Lago, whatever it's called, I can't remember. I think it's Decidio del Lago, and he's invalidated! Brendan Bashi Pussy Nashi has invalidated up the Ferradura. It doesn't matter, just crash the car. Yes, good man, a little spin for the fans. Get out of the way because Yeast is coming. And here he comes, Mr. Macaulay Beard. My pick for the championship this season, but he had to go and have a wrist injury. How gay is that, eh? Okay, let's go. Where is he going to end up? Probably by P3 or P4. Might dethrone Sucho. But there's not a whole lot in between the top 3. Top 4 even. Johnny Racer in P4. GR Latham in his first race. As Ricardo goes even fastest. I thought you were too slow for F1, man. You are faster than an F1 driver right now. Shut up, you pussy-o. East goes P11. Where is that Maritime? Vegan McKinnon! Vegan McKinnon at the death. And Johnny Racer goes even that little bit faster. What can Andrei Fashchenko do? He's going to set a purple sector too. Oh my god, he's racing to the line here. He's not got a lot of battery left. Pumping it though. Real nice tight line onto the left hand side. And what's it going to be from Andrei? It's going to be P2. Ooh. Interesting. Where is Maritab? He's in P nowhere. Well, as Ricardo doing a few donuts for the fans after winning his title by the looks of it, or he's just waiting to be crashed into, I don't know. He is doing a donut. Well done. Gives himself some wing damage. Well, Vegan McKinnon will go will go P1, and Andrei Fashchenko will go P2. Ricardo Chivrin will be P3 with Johnny Racer in P4, Zuchol in P5, this Mr. Atom fella in P6, Aaron the Dildo Stone in P7, Sam Kent PN, Rob Knable, Barry Kruger, Macaulay Beard, Carl Whiteside, Dawid Steck, Luis Saliero, Bjorn, Maritab, and Bashi running the rest of the field. I found a random hair on me. I don't know where that's from. As I expect to see a bit of chaos here into turn 1. As there always is with you boys. As we're about to start momentarily. As for the last time this season, we will get underway in F2 It is! The lights are gone. We are away in racing. Vegan McKinnon gets a good start. Andrei Fashchenko behind him. Johnny Racer's already passed Ricardo Schubert. And here comes a Zuchol in the middle of P3 and P4. Or P5, sorry. He escapes P5. He goes under the grass. No good for him. Loads of argy-bargy here. Yeast tickling someone's bum already. Sam Kent is right behind him. Yeast has gone there. There's loads of cars on the grass into turn 3. There's been a bit of chaos or a bit of desync. One of the two. Who the hell knows what just happened there? Maritab Ali from P16 up to P10. Yeast is down to P16. Zuchol is down to back of the grid in true Ferrari fashion. And Andrei Fashchenko has taken the lead as Vegan McKinnon has dropped down to P7. Well, that's unfortunate. Bashi, not knowing how to drive the car forwards or backwards, is in P8. Loads happening here. What a start we had there. Bit of chaos, it must be said. Looks like there's a bit of desync in the lobby. Could that be due to the fact that I'm streaming and hosting? Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, Aaron Stone to start. He's up to P4 with Rob Knabel and Barry Kruger also making up positions. The biggest loser is Zuchol, followed by Atom, followed by Vegan McKinnon. And this is the great thing about Kamil. You know that. Kamil Bliźniewski. We love you. He, at the end of every season, he always puts up some great statistics. Some great statistics. You know? I love it. Always a great thing to see. Ladry and Jamoli. Some notable names here in F3. I'm just reading this. Some great names here. But anyway. We had 8 drivers who finished every race they participated in. Elliot Parker did 7 races and he finished 29% of them. Amazing. Anyway, Johnny Racer with the fastest lap of the race. He's currently in P1. Let's get back to what's actually going on here. The whole field has opted for the mediums apart from Yeast. He's attempting to go long. So he'll look to pit about lap 19, lap 18, maybe lap 20 if he can extend that long. Anyway, DRS here playing a big role as Andre comes into Decidia del Lago. There's no contact, but Andre has to skid out of the way. It's going to cost him a few positions. Being a bit greedy, and Aaron Stone is on the hunt. Roof, roof. The dildo getting past Andre, but there's contact, and Andre goes wide. Oh, that's a big crash. That was a big crash there. Wow, safety car will be deployed. We caught a really good angle of that. Wow, that was dramatic. That was a dramatic crash. That was a very dramatic crash. Will anybody pit? I don't imagine it. We've had our first casualty only 3 laps into this beautiful F2 race with all these autists. And that is the crack. As we move on. And I think the whole grid is just going to nicely just line up behind the safety car. Lads, I wanted to order my sushi around lap 10, you know. So can we just like speed this up a bit? Bit of chaos. Where is Bashi? He's down the way to P12. Carl and Zuchol have picked. Zuchol had wing damage from lap 1. I'm assuming Bjorn just pits because he likes to pit. And Carl has pit obviously for the same thing. He's gone to the hards. Interesting change of strategy for them now. They're going to be really on the back foot here. As Andre's left the session. Andre, you need to come back in for the standings, mate. As I think we're away and racing already. It wasn't even a full course safety car. There was a massive accident. Someone could have died in real life there, as Johnny Race has probably got a track limit warning for that. And wow, amazing. Anyway, over a second leading for Mr. Yates as well. over a second and a half now is Ricardo Silverton. Mr. I'm Too Slow for F1 is in P2 and he's being hunted by the Wolf, Aaron the Dildo Stone. He's got a lot of names, this Aaron fella. He's a good lad though. He had a brother at one point called Dean Stone who just decided to disappear. Maybe he doesn't have a PS5. He's currently riding in P3. Can he keep this position? That's an interesting question. The Atom has gotten a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Bashi's got a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That's early. And here comes the Wolf. This is where he killed Andrei Feshchenko up the Ferradura. Does not kill our champion of F2. Sam Kent is retired from the session. Interesting. Well, what's happened there? Where are you? I cannot see you. You have disappeared. You are not online. This is unfortunate. Brother, I don't see you online. And that will bring out another VSC by the looks of it. Back to the drawing board again for everybody else. And now Johnny Racer 2 seconds clear. This makes this race guaranteed a one-stop race. As Vegan McKinnon with a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You've got to pit. You've got to start braking earlier, just before the turn, the little kink, the little mini chicane. You've got to brake before that if you want to hit the pit in time. As Sam Kent is about to be reported by everyone's favorite Pakistani Rongson. Sam. You're a bit rude, but you know what? It's called karma. It's grand. It's grand. Now, where are we? Where are you? I don't see you, man. Unless your name is Cousin Zernaz. Who the fuck is Cousin Zernaz? Who am I looking for here? Andre. Mr. Karasek. I've invited someone. Why are you so angry, Sam? And we're back in racing as the Wolf is looking to claim another victim. And he is back in, Mr. Feshchenko. Not through me, I don't think. But anyway. Oh, it works. Anyway, so Aaron Stone has made it up to P2. And here comes Rob Knable on Mr. I'm Too Slow for F1. Up the Ferradura, but no gold so far. Further down the field, Vegan McKinnon, as he used to set the fastest lap of the race, Vegan McKinnon riding in P6, 11 seconds away from his nearest rival. Mr. Vegan McKinnon. Been a solid driver in F2 this season. He needed just that little bit more as Sam Kent is gone for the season. That's him done. We've already lost 2 drivers. We're only 7 laps into this race. As the 2 Ferraris are in P8 and P9. Carl Whiteside, who's been another mainstay in the Aero for a long time. He's a good lad. Better than that David and Mark fella. Oh! Speaking of Mark Carl being a good guy, he's after spinning there. And how unsafe will this rejoin be? It actually was quite a safe rejoin. He will lose a few places and drop down to P13. Bjorn is our next driver of the day with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. What Bjorn needs to do is stick on the assists. Himself and Nick Hill, 100%, Wallahu Azim, need to stick on the assists. It's that simple, boys. As Bjorn is into the pits. Just turn the assists on. You'll have a much happier time. Okay, so... Oh, Bjorn's gone. Oh, pure Bjorn. Okay. Right, we've lost 3 drivers so far today. So we're losing a driver every 3 laps. Johnny Racer is 2 seconds clear of the back. Aaron Stone has Ricardo I'm Too Slow within DRS range. And right behind him is Mr. Rob Knebel, who is gaining. This track really a question of battery management and tyre management, it must be said. Very easy to get stuck behind someone here, as João Santos found out in F3 against Camille. Oh, the Ferradura. This is exactly the camera angle where we saw death. The death of Mr. Balasek. Mr. Balzac. That's probably not the right way to say that, but anyway. And we continue on as we enter into lap 10 of 36, and it is getting time to order my food. As now Johnny Racer has dropped off the pace a little bit here. He's lost about a second and a half, maybe a little bit more. And Aaron Stone, if he doesn't shit the bed, might be on for a win here. Or at least a podium. You can tell David and Mark aren't here to bully Aaron. But look, let's give him his moment in the sun. This could be the moment he's been waiting for. Jonathan Yates, a good lad, it must be said. He's raced here all season. I think he's enjoyed the chaos and the toxicity that is F2. Leading away at the moment. And Aaron really closing in here. Great to see. Now, they got to be careful that they don't slow each other down here and bring Ricardo and Rob into the fold. Barry Kruger, the fastest man in F2. As we have a replay of Andrei Feshchenko's crash was it Ricardo or was it with Aaron Stone? So he's went on the grass and then he's just clipped Aaron and lost the car and bang, both tires down. Anyway, moving on back to more important things. Lap 11 of 36 now. And Aaron closing in here as still Jonathan nicely holding his position. Dowd Steck and Carl Whiteside also battling further down the field. Not a lot separating them. We are officially 1/3 race distance away, and I will order some food because I'm starving, man. I'm absolutely starving. Zumuku. Spend £15, get 20% off. Bet. A crunchy California. What do you eat from sushi? Mayo. Definitely not mayo. Where's the ones I normally get? Omakase. Ramen. Urumaki. Urumaki. What is the price pool? The price pool this season was never actually set. So I don't know. You'll all get whoever wins. The top three will get premium signups for next season, and I don't know, round of applause or something. Prawn and avocado rolled outside with seared salmon and teriyaki barbecue sauce. Maybe. Okay, let's have a look. Where's the one I like normally? Andre, you might not have to worry about this if you're an admin next season, mate. Anyway, we're seeing a bit of action here as Aaron Stone is getting very close to the back of Jonathan Yates. But it does not come to fruition. Ah, yes, the chicken katsu roll. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice, to be honest. Even though it's not really proper sushi, but like, it's fine. Where's the one I normally get? Is that only 5 pieces? Fucking hell. Sushi's expensive, boys and girls. £15.50 for a type of sushi. Oh my god. No, that's too much money. That is a lot of money. Is there no discount? Oh my god. No, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Even this is too much. It's just so expensive. Okay, maybe we'll consider other options. Oh, right, that's probably why. Anyway, approaching half race distance. Where's Bashi? He's in P9 with some old mediums. It's some old mediums. As Aaron Stone now has the lead of this race over Johnny Race. This is wild. Aaron Stone is leading a race. Where is Maritab? Maritab has worked his way up to P9. He's not really making a dent in things, but he's playing the long game with those relatively new hard tyres. As Mr. GRL Atom is... Well, he's not going to last long. He's probably going to leave the server. What a surprise. No, he hasn't left the server yet. Owner behavior, that. "20 laps to go in this season. We already know the champion, but who will get the final win of the season? That is the interesting question. My food is 22 minutes away, guys. Let's get this race wrapped up nice and early, okay? Dawid Steck is the latest to leave. We have down to 5 drivers we have lost now. As Aaron and Ricardo come into the pits. Where is Johnny Racer? He's going to a fresh set of hards. So the top 2 reacting to Jonathan Yates. Vegan McKinnon leading the way with 12 lap old hards. Sorry guys, I'm quite distracted this evening, I'm not going to lie, in this finale. As Andre had pizza tonight, I gargle live. Yes, Andre, you do gargle. Sam, don't be saying you're not racing next season, okay? We all know you are. And I'm going to say it now, Sam Kent is going to be my favourite to finish P1 next season in F2. That's my prediction. I don't know if it's going to come true or not, but I'd like to see Sam v Regan v Yeast for the title. That would be a nice little fight. Andre, I'm very happy at pizza again. And yes, it would be nice to see that with you fellas. You know, Darius. What for F2? I don't know, man. I'm busy on Sunday. I'm doing things, you know. I got moves to make. I got places to be. I got people to see. I got food to eat. It won't be this Sunday. Maybe next Sunday I'll join. Plus I'm slow as well, like, so I'm not really much at addition to a group, you know. My predictions are as good as my driving skills. Ivan, you're not one to talk about Mr. Terrorist on track, okay? The bloody KGB recruiting you for their latest driving division with the way you drive. How is the F3 race? Well, Bastian lost his chance at winning the title by Zucho winning the race. Zhao finished P4. I had fastest lap, Remco. And as a result of that, Sam is still sassing. And as a result of that, Remco, don't be rude. As Bastian gets a 10-second time running for speeding in the pit lane, you pillock. As a result of that, Bastian went on an all-time crash out, complaining and this and that, and he shouldn't be in F3, yada yada yada. When in reality, Bastian finished 3 points behind Zhao. And I think Bastian didn't really care at the start of the season either, and only started caring when he realized he could actually have a chance at winning. So, if anybody was a sandbagger, it's all of them. Bastian, Zhao, Zuchel, all of them. That Connor O'Shane I heard. As Aaron Stone sets the fastest lap of the race, Vegan McKinnon comes into the pits. They're all sandbagging. They're all sandbagging in my opinion. Anyway, this battle that we've had between Aaron and Johnny is still back on. Rob Canable's there. And Ricardo's dropped off the pace for some reason, so he must have had an issue. Regan all the way down to P9. Zuchol up to P5, but he's on those old hards. He needs a safety car as Barry Kruger, the fastest man in F2. I think I'm going to have to change that name for next season. Remco, I would love to see you challenge for a title. I think of all like the the mainstay ERO goats, yeah, who were left. I I think you're like one of the last ones yet to have a championship run. You know, Zuchol's had a chance now and he shit the bed. Let's just call it a spade a spade. The Lando Norris of F3, or the bottom tier of ERO. Daniel's won the championship. I've won 2, surprisingly enough. Bastian's won 1. Zhao has won 2 now. So, I think it is you. I think you're overdue one. You and Nick Hill. I'd love to see that. Maybe Tim Lysa, but Tim doesn't race anymore. So, yeah, yourself, maybe Isfod as well. Isfod is due for a nice little championship run. I'd like to say that. See that. As Sam Kent is already firing up for next season by getting sassy with Andrei Feschenko. We love to see it, Sam. Keep doing it. Finish him. Chat's more interested in the race. But yeah, then F2 will be interesting next season. I am working on bringing back a legend or two. A terrorist or two. I feel like this tier became very stale in terms of toxicity because you guys were normally little shits. And this season you were not. I think so, Remco. Bashi says I've won 2. You're driving. How are you talking? But yeah, there will be a few drivers returning to F3 to the bottom tier. There will be a few drivers moving up. Maybe. We'll have to see about that. But that is the story. Mara Tabali and Ricardo will be going to F1. No questions asked. And if they can't race, well, it's been nice having you in ERO. Regan McKinnon, you will be expected to race in F1 next season as well. That is all I have to say, even though you're doing kind of shit here tonight. Yellow flag in Sector 3 as it looks like Carl is mowing the grass on Junsao. Man, Bashi is slow. Maritabali coming out of the pits. Zuchol's in P9 now in his first set of hards. Yeast is doing the one stopper for sure. And he's done 17 laps. Well, no, he actually stopped early, didn't he? Yeah. Well, Yeast doing donuts for the fans. Ivan, if you want tier allocations to be live, we can do it live next season. I don't mind. You know, if we can just get someone to stream it on PC, I will happily talk for an hour one Sunday evening to tell you why you're all shit and why you're all not F1 pace. But still end up in F1 anyway, if that's what you want, okay? Bashi will be in F1 next season. That is confirmed. Ennis Safari, Penis, will be back. I'm not sure where he's going to be. Probably F2. He is, when he gets going, he's a toxic goat. I want more toxic Ennis. I missed toxic Ennis. We will try and recruit Mr. Jack Bailey as Yeast dives into the pits, probably to retire. We will try and recruit Jack Bailey back. He is in love. He is getting married. You can all send him congratulations to that. A big congratulations, Jack. I know how much you wanted that, and I'm very happy for you, mate. One of the nicest guys in ERO. Also, great character, great commentating voice, you know. As Sam is crashing out here. I agree, Remco. This, you know, who can't drive because of time. Well, guess who says that? Your best buddy, your lover, Bastian Vree, says he will not drive an F2 because of time. Is GT7 fun? Yes, it is fun. Jack is getting married to a lovely lady from Derby. I'm very happy for him. I haven't been invited to the wedding, sadly, but it's okay. ERO will not have a table at his wedding. You might have a table at my wedding one day. I know Ivan would come. Sam Kent wouldn't be allowed. I might invite Yeast to do a speech. But who would I invite from ERO? Zuchol. And the thing is, Zuchol would make these comments that nobody would understand. He would just be like, fucking Zolf, fucking cunt, marry. And everyone would be like, who the hell is this guy? Who's Zolf? What's a Zuchol? You know? I'd like to think Nico Hilton would turn up for my wedding. You know, Nico and maybe like Isfod. Isfod would like send me a card, you know. Bashi, if I invite you, I have to lock up all the bloody women because you'll just be trying it all on all of them with roofies and stuff, you know. Ivan Travel Band. Remco, if you invited me to your wedding, I would have went, or at least I would have sent a card. But you know, fuck you. I'll tell you what, if you want to bring Bastion, you can come. Okay, the two of you can come. I'll find space for you. I have to get married first. I have to find a woman first. I'm too busy fucking pulling teeth. We should. No, do you know who would be great to invite? Woj. Could you imagine inviting Woj to a wedding? Well, season 9, round 4. Darius Mazzaheri, 3-second penalty, but still win the race. You know? Congratulations on wedding. If you like watching that show, The Good Doctor, except in sim racing format, as Maritab Ali cuts across me to go fastest lap of the race so far. But yeah, who else? Who else? Well, Adam Hurtush, Mr. Leave Now, and Kalle Pukinen, well, they disappeared off the face of the earth. I miss them too. I miss Libnau's toxicity. It was good when it was there. Bashi, find me an Albanian wife, okay? Maritab gonna be fuming. Well, what, he didn't get an invite to the wedding? Or is that you took him out intentionally? As we see back up the field, Aaron Stone and Johnny Racer both fighting for their wins in ERO. Maritab is going to make a report with the wedding. He could fuck off. No, I don't. Honestly. Oh, as we got a bit of action here for the lead of the race. Just started to cut across the wedding chatter. And as Aaron's gone miles off the track, has kept the position. Jonathan Yates has to stay behind him. Going up the Ferradura, though. Is he going to make a move? He's not. And that's going to be it for now until the next DRS straight. Lex Hod! Oh my god, it's a blast from the past. I would invite Lex Hod to the wedding. You know why? Because he just wouldn't fucking turn up. Moving on. I think there's one person who's not being invited, and that's Wrongson. Okay? Because if I invite Wrongson, I have to invite someone to look after him. And you would all just bully him in person. More so than you bullied him in this server. Okay? As Jonathan Yates will take the lead for the race in an attempt for his maiden win in ERO. I'm pretty sure Aaron Stone has won a race in F3.5 last season, I think. Yes, Mr. Passport. I'd swim in Guinness. Mate, Sam, you, me and ye should go for pints in Manchester. There's a place that does lovely Guinness in Didsbury called The Station. Very famous. You'd love it. Used to get arrested for racism. It'd be hilarious. Okay. No, I haven't always let him back like a bad smell. What's happened is we need commentators. Matthew is willing to commentate. Okay? I'm not always around. I do have a life. Do you know? And Zeman and Sparrow have kind of, well, they've just kind of been busy as well. You know, we used to have a lot of commentators. Invite Wrongson as headliner. God, no. No. Remco, touch grass, man. Go cook some salad. So, no. So sometimes Matthew is a necessary evil, but he's banned from racing. Because, you know, have you not noticed how peaceful ERO has been without him? You know, the only toxicity is David Ann, you know, having a little meltdown when he wins a race, saying he's too slow or too fast, whatever. So I don't know. I don't listen to David. Yeah, mate, I've ordered some sushi. I'm waiting for it. If I have to leave early, or if I just stop talking, it's because the sushi is just on the way, yeah? They're preparing my sushi. I've given detailed delivery instructions. Camel Blizakinski says the woman who was the mother in Home Alone has just passed away. Catherine O'Hara, rest in peace to you, my dear. Lex, what did you miss? You missed a lot because you disappeared off the face of the earth, you Dutch fuck. Well, I mean, ask questions, guys, you know? Like, I'm very happy to answer them. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't ask me how my day was, Lex, okay? You know, I'm happy to answer questions about the future of ERO, my sushi order, whatever it is. Don't attack the Dutch people. Ja pierdole, okay? I'm attacking Lex Hod. He's not a real human being. I'm not even convinced Lex is a real person, okay? Anyway, back just briefly onto the racing. Jonathan Yates is about to be overtaken with the aid of DRS here by the Dildo. The Dildo into turn 1 does have the lead as these two are fighting for a win in ERO. Is that someone mowing the grass? It is. Must be Carl Whiteside. It was Carl Whiteside. Is Johnny going to get the move back? There's a lot of these things in the lobby. It doesn't actually... I don't know what's going on here. We're going to take your land again. What land have you ever taken from Ireland, Remco? You've taken nothing, okay? All you did was invade a few countries that didn't have any civilization at the time and a few tribes, okay? So please, don't come after me. I will end you. Johnny has more tire wear according to Andrei Feshchenko. Andrei, you should be in the commentary boot next season. That'd be a good role for you. God save Cromwell. God fuck Cromwell, okay? What a horrible human being. Right, moving on. Anyway, lap 29 of 36. We're approaching the final hurdle of this race. And the final furlong of this season. Johnny gaining into turn 1. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to make a lunge? No, he almost goes into the back of Aaron. Questionable by Mr. Yates. Nice guy. He's a rapist and a pillager and a murderer. Brother, please. Runks and fries, lettuce with oil. I don't know. But yes, this is where we are at the moment. So, in other news, we're going to have a few weeks off now. It'll be past World War IV. The strike will definitely get you over. You know, in other news, we're going to have a few weeks off, so there will be an F2 championship. What do you mean when losers say that about Cromwell? Sam, you know nothing about history, okay? All you know is to bloody go and conquer lands, take their resources, take their people, and then suddenly get upset when said countries come back and move to this country. That is the British way at the moment. That is the British way. Anyway, we're not going to get into politics today. How's the back and the shoulder? Much better. Going to the gym a lot, doing loads of stretches. Was deadlifting. I deadlifted like 80 kilos last night. It was a new record for me in this recent gym stretch. I was quite happy with that. Wee crummy you had. Suck you nan. Suck you nan. Anyway, we're going to have a few weeks off, so there will be stuff to do around the server. There will be an F2, a Formula 2 championship, should I say, hosted by Darrell Ann. We've got a VSC for some reason. Darrell Ann and I don't know who else is hosting it. I think it's Zuchal. I'm not sure. Maybe Andre. Then, when does the new season start? I think it's the end of February. I think it's the 27th. That is TBC. No, 27th, 20... Yeah, it would be the 27th, yeah. Then it might be a shortened season depending on how the thingy bob falls, the DLC for the new season, where we will indeed have 22 drivers on the grid, which will be very interesting. So yeah, it might be shortened season, but we'll see what happens there. This is going to be autistic. What do you mean this is going to be autistic? As we're already back in rain racing. Yeast is gone. He's left. He's had enough this season. And yeah, well, we've kind of discussed him. And Camille is our info. You know, he provides all the leaks. So if that's the case, we should be all right. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We just don't want this version of the game to be running a season. Who is this now? Is that Bashi? Is Bashi getting lapped? You're sad you are, man. We don't want this version of the game running going into a new game cycle, or so to speak, because everyone's going to obviously want to drive with the new cars, and they're going to be smaller, and this and that and the other. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle and what's different. It's going to be very, very interesting. As it is just going to be one big DLC package, which is kind of shitty from EA, but look, I suppose it's better than paying 70 quid for a new game that's not even a new game. Apparently F120, or yeah, F127 will be a new engine, which is nice to hear. What do you mean give you the calendar? Lad 66 is gone, Lex. Yeast had rear wing damage. That's unfortunate. Lad 66 is gone. He caused terrorism, my brother. Yeast, do you really want to get a chat with me? It's for 3 laps, mate. I'm dipping after this. What do you mean it's really good? We have China on the calendar, Ivan. any lap, any calendar with China on it is shit. I am telling you now, this is going to be a shit calendar. This was a good calendar. Yes, we should commentate the F Formula 2 chat, Formula 2 race on Sundays. I'm not having a chat with anybody tonight, okay? No Bashi, no use. Yous make a party and make a stream, and I'll happily host it for you, okay? But I am too tired and too hungry. I want to get off this game. I want to eat my sushi. Yeah, that was exciting because the title was decided in China, and because Maritime shit the bed, you know? Yes, I won you the championship. You didn't even race, brother. Oh, you did at the start of the season. Well, regardless of such, this is just the way it is, okay? This is it. So, anyway, getting back to it, has Aaron saved up enough battery for a little punch at the end? He has, you know. He has, you know. Aaron Stone is going to make a grow at this. As Carl Whiteside will probably retire now or go for fastest lap. He's the latest. So we've lost nearly half the grid. It's been great racing, lads. As the Royal Rumble is tomorrow night. Anyway, just to read your comments, just for the last time this season. Ah, I can hear myself. Andre's gonna reserve. You pussy, oh man. Is there no F1? Tomorrow is F1. Well, Ivan, I think it's just because, you know, everyone's a bit tired and the season's a bit done. Has Jonathan Yates charged his battery? Jonathan Yates used to charge his battery. Brother, you cannot get away from Aaron right now. You need to charge going into this last lap. Okay, we're going to see who gets the last victory in F2 this season. It might not be title deciding, but Jonathan Yates on for his first win. He's 9/10 clear. He's going to try and break DRS early. Aaron Stone is being swamped by Rob Knable. He's a bit of pressure on him now. But how much battery is he? He's saved up all the tank here for this last lap of the season. Needs a good exit. Needs to avoid the curb too much. Too much curb. And here we go. Does he have DRS? Yes, he does. And he's burning that whole thing. Jonathan Yates also burning, but the wolf coming. He's not really gaining all that much, even with DRS. He's gained about 4/10. Right, last chance to overtake here. This is it. You need to be having that battery on right now. Gaining. Not gaining. Needs to gain a lot more, but this is going to be... I think Jonathan's going to hold on here. Aaron made a balls of it with the battery usage. Alex Theodore has 2 race bans to serve consecutively. Imagine inviting Alex Theodore to your wedding. The wedding would be cancelled. Zuchol with a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Why have you went into the pits, you pillock? Well, Aaron, you had a chance at a win here, and you've just shit the bed, in my opinion. Well, he's charging up for one last attempt, but they're both going to have around the same battery, so this isn't going to make much of a difference, IMO. And we're going to end the season with a Jonathan Yates maiden win. There'd be a bomb threat. No, Lex, I'm not getting married. What? What did Aaron do? Anyway, it'll be Jonathan Yates who crosses the line. His maiden win in ERO will come in the last race of the season. Congratulations to you, sir. Aaron Stone will still come second, even though he bottled the shit out of that race. Rob Knable will get another podium to add on to his impressive runs this season. Ricardo Silverman will finish P4. He is our champion. Congratulations to you. You've been very, very consistent all season. Vigan McKinnon in P5. Barry Kruger in P6. Maritabali will find Sam Kent to be reported yet again and finish P7. Zuchol will finish P0, where Luis Salguero will finish in P9 after having a win in F4 this season. Very good from Luis. One of our favourite drivers here. Always around, always racing when he can. Good lad. Bashi has already finished as he's been lapped. And my sushi is still being prepared. Aaron Dildo Stone, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot beat him. Thank you for racing with us this season in F2. It's been great. It's been great. It's been difficult, but it's been great. You're all idiots. We will see you back in about 4 weeks, where I hope for a more competitive F2. I'm going to miss Maritab, I'm not going to lie to you. But I hope we get some other idiots to replace him. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. You know? Maybe we'll bring back Max Jr. Brzezinski. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. Anyway, guys, have a lovely weekend. F1 is on tomorrow. The title's been decided, so you're all more than welcome to race and have a bit of fun. Good night. Have a good weekend if we don't see you. I'm just going to get the race director very, very quickly for everybody who needs it. I don't know why you need it at this point in the season. Ciao, bella.